Yo, what's up people, it's your boy P, also known as CaptainP67 from Twitch. I'm back here with another God Builds video for you. Today we're going to be covering the Gunlance. Again, I think pretty much covered most of the weapons now. So we've done Lance, Sword and Shield, Bow, Light Bowgun, Heavy Bowgun, Hunting Horn. We've covered quite a few. Just obviously still a few more to cover, but I'll get to those shortly. But we definitely have covered quite a lot of weapons. Well, I'll be covering more and more for you and doing variants. I've also started doing some speed runs, which I'll update some videos for you with certain types of weapons so you can see how those play. But today we are going to be covering the Gunlance. And just to reiterate, as I was saying in yesterday's video, some people do ask that my build isn't shown, but if you look on the right side of the screen, the build will be there for you for it to be seen crystal clear. So just look on the right side of the screen if you're looking what armor pieces and kind of gems I'm using as well. But I do actually explain fully what I've used and how I've used it. So it's like crystal clear in every video what I've used. The armor sets are there for you to see as well. So just kind of thought I'd cover something that's come up in a few comments. So one of my first God build videos is on a few hundred plus views now, so it's definitely getting there. We're definitely growing. But a lot of comments on that video were saying I didn't show the build. I was blocking it on the left side of the screen, but it was clearly shown on the right side of the screen. I actually told you what piece I used exactly, what gems I used exactly. And again, every time I hovered over a different section of what I was using, it showed you the exact gear I used as well. So make sure you just keep a look on the right side of the screen if you're not sure what I've used. It is there for you to see. But without further ado, we'll cover this Gunlance God build video for you. And if any questions you have, ask away. Make sure you support my content. Make sure you check out my channel, CaptainP67 on Twitch. We're growing every day. We're almost on 700 subscribers now on Twitch. So we're definitely growing a lot. And I'm looking to do a charity stream too, so make sure you support my content. And if you have any questions, join the stream and ask anytime, or contact me anytime and I'll cover that for you. So let's check out the actual Gunlance we're using today. Without further ado, we've got the Blackwing Gunlance 2. The reason why I'm using this, if you look at the base stats of it, it's good base damage, 6 to 8, the good affinity on there as well. You're looking at like 20% I believe, or 25%, actually 26% because I've modded it a few times. I was thinking the original amount that before I updated it myself, but yeah, at the moment we've got base stack 628, a decent amount of white sharpness, 26% base, so it's very good affinity to start off with. Poison element, great, 250, gem slot, shelling type long, and shelling level 6. And I've added a health regen augment. I upgraded it a few times, so we've got to use a few different things. I've added magazine dual 2 in there, as you can see. Let's remove quickly as well, just so you can see that. So power editing. So like I said, you can see everything on the right side of the screen clearly. I've never had that events list on there before for any video, but I've just removed it as I just added it yesterday, but removed it again now so you can clearly see the build. And what we've got on the whole set, I'll quickly show you what we've got. So we've got crit eye level 5. We haven't gone to crit eye level 7 because we were already on 50. If you look with the set, 51% affinity with this build. We've got artillery 5 for that crazy damage, shelling damage. We've got guard 5 so we can block anything in the whole game. Pretty much 99% of stuff we can block. And guard 5 definitely helps you out a lot. Saves you from unsheathing, getting killed. Saves you a lot of chip damage as well, so it's very tanky. Evade window 4, very important. With the Gunlance, I find that with Evade Window, I used to use Evade Extender, which is great too, but Evade Window is just absolutely amazing. You can dodge many attacks and you get away with a lot of things, and you can keep a constant DPS on the monsters, keep in their face. The Astra swipes or the tail swipes, you can kind of dodge those pretty easy. Runen and Gigante, I've dodged a few of these attacks and kind of shelled him quite a lot, and it's absolutely amazing. So Evade 4 is definitely more than enough, viable enough to dodge. You can go to 5, but I think 4 is perfectly enough. Just above 3, 4 is definitely on point. Flinch free 3, obviously flinch free 3, as you guys know what it does, but we'll cover it for you if you don't know. So prevents knockbacks and tripping, increases some kinsect extract effects. So again, you won't be knocked back by any silly attacks by anything. You can keep doing what you're doing with no interruptions. Tremor resistance as well. Resuscitate, capacity boost for extra shelling. Constitution. Speed sharpness is important. Obviously the Gunlance does lose a lot of sharpness very quick. So that extra bit of like just sharpening between works wonders. I mean, again, I've used it a lot of times when if I've knocked a monster down or I see them in animations be knocked against a wall, before they even hit the wall I start sharpening. By the time they've actually fallen back, I'm fully sharpened again, which you can keep the constant DPS, you don't have to worry about that, and you can get a lot of shelling off. Even though it's a long Gunlance, a long shelling type, you can still poke and lance if you want to. will poke and shell. Obviously, it's not meant to be viable for that build. It's more of a shelling build. It's meant to be, but we've done it so it kind of covers every angle for you, and I will show that in the train area. Slinger capacity, it's not really required, but again, extra slinger, stun the monsters or smash their heads against the wall with extra slinger, and then use your attacks even more. Mind's Eye, I find it's quite important. Again, if you're fighting Rune and Negagante, or any monsters that do have any hard type of skin, if you're not so accurate with the gun lance or any sort of weapon, Mind's Eye definitely helps out a lot. You can keep the constant DPS up, not really worrying about bouncing all the time. And when you get to blunt sharpness, you can get into a bad situation with the gun lance. If you are bouncing, even if the normal attacks, because your sharpness is gone, it will kind of stop you from doing that, and you can keep your shelling going as well. If you need to like punch and reload, basically. And also we've added guard up at the end, obviously, as well, so we can block anything the whole game. So we're not kind of stuck. We're not going to be taking a lot of damage at all, but we're going to do a lot of DPS. So my true god builds, like I always say, as long as you're doing a lot of DPS, so if you got a good attack and you got good defense, or great attack and great defense, you're definitely into a true winner for a true god build right there. So again, I'll go through the set with you, the rest of it now quickly. So we've added a magazine Jewel 2 in the gun lance because it does come in the gem slot. We've got the Zora headgear beta plus. There's artillery Jewel 4 in there for artillery, obviously. Evasion Jewel 2 in there, and it comes with a crit eye level 1. We've added the Pride Mail beta, which we've added Slinger, Stone Throw Evasion Jewel 4, 1 artillery gem as well. And it should give you a extra piece on there. But that should cover your iron wall actually. There should be iron wall on there as well. I'm not sure it's not showing right now. Yeah, there you go. There it shows now. So we've got guard 2 included with it. I will actually go back and just show you what's included as well, just in case we miss anything. So in the Zora headgear beta, we got flinch free included, just to cover that. The Pride Mail beta, you get guard 2 included as well. And then obviously the gems I've added. We've got the Zora Claws beta. You get flinch free level 2 included in there. And I've added Grinder Physique Jewel 4. And I've added Artillery level 1. Artillery Jewel 1. We've added Zora Spine beta, which gives you Tremor Resistance 1, 2 gem slots. We've added Expert Jewel 4 for crit eye, double. And we've added Mind's Eye Jewel 2 in there as well. And then we get to the Garuga Greaves, which gives you crit eye 2, level 2, and gives you 3 gem slots. Very large double gem slot, and the 2 medium sized gem slots as well. So we've added Crisis Evasion Jewel 4, Evade Window, Resuscitate's included in there. Evasion Jewel 1 for the extra evade window, and we've added a guard up in there as well. I've used that Ironside Charm to make sure we get guard 5, so we're kind of tanking, we kind of block any sort of attacks in the game. And again, I've got Impact and Temporal Mantle on for that extra impact. What I've noticed is at the start of the fight, even if you knock down a monster with Impact on, you kind of KO the monster again, just by hitting them over and over in the head. So it worked kind of well with my kind of aggressive style of play. But you can change out any of these gems or anything you want to do for your own sort of builds, and obviously if you want to make it more viable for you, just change whatever you need to change. Everyone's different. You might play aggressive, I play very aggressive, that's my style. You might play a bit more defensive, but I play very aggressive, that's just my style and how I play. I am a Master Rank 218, I will be getting a lot higher again. I'm just running through a few different things at the moment, but let's quickly go to the train area so I can show you what it can do and how to do some different sorts of attacks. And we'll get over here and you'll see what kind of damage it does. So again, if you have any questions, let me know, but definitely appreciate all the support you guys have been giving me, especially for these God build videos. I've never done God build videos for Monster Hunter Iceborne or Monster Hunter in general before. I did a lot of speed runs where I used the lance. I've done over 1,500 hunts. I've done speed runs on every single monster solo with the lance, and I beat everything including Behemoth, Extreme Behemoth, and yeah, we had a great run. We had a great run with the lance. I still use the lance a lot, but I do enjoy playing all sorts of weapons. So here you can lock your worm stake in. Again, one thing that I didn't cover, with that extra slinger capacity, it actually makes a worm stake last longer, so it gives you extra duration on it. So we can add the actually I won't put the worm stake in for now, we'll just do normal shilling first. So if you're just poking, I mean, look at those crits. 94, 91, 73. So again, you're not really going to be poking a lot because it's more of a long shelling, but I think if you have a weapon that's viable in all situations, it kind of covers you for everything, so it makes it one of the best weapons in the game, and a true god build. So in any situation, if for any reason you can't get your shelling off or you don't have time to reload, even if you drop a few quick pokes, still a lot of damage. I mean, 94 for a poke, it's definitely a lot of damage. But again, if you're shelling, 71, 71, 88, 88. So you're going to be doing about 71 on average. 69 there on the shelling. Now let's have a look when you put the worm stake in, how much we're doing on a regular shot. 71 plus 35. 71, 35, 71, 35. Now, if we do a charge shell, $158 and 105. So again, you got all sorts different types of play. So you can just do your quick shell. That's actually not hitting directly. So 71 for your normal quick shell. And then if you're doing a charge shell, 158, 105, 158, 105, 158, 105. So it all depends what kind of style you're going to play. Totally up to you. But that's the good thing about the Gunlance and the buffs it's had. There's so many different things you can do. Depending on your play style. Again, we're on blue sharpness at the moment. So if you want to mix it up, obviously it's not kind of meant for poking shelling, but we're on green sharp brightness now. Well, right now. Just do 3 sharpens or 2. Seems like it's doing 2 actually. Well, 3 to be exact, but it's quite quick. You get back into business. And that covers a Gunlance for you. So we covered the build itself, we covered what's required, what gems are required as well, and I've covered the main attacks. So again, we got a base attack with all these basic, well, there's no buffs on, but that's my basic build. A God build with the basic stuff on there, with no buffs added. So we got 662 attack, great white sharpness, affinity 51%, 250 element poison, great, shelling long, and level 6, and we're good to go. So there you go. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll cover that for you. But thank you again for all the support. Make sure you support my channel. Check out my Twitch channel, follow my Twitch channel, sub and donation links will be in the description below. That's CaptainP67 on Twitch. And thank you all for joining. Have a good day and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.